Okay, hey, Cliff the Rocket Man here. Video 10. Oh, hey, today we're working on a 63 220E. This is a Canadian model. So I'll chat why I take this apart. I'm going to disassemble this. As you can see, the cage is kind of rusty on this thing. So the paint on the tank and the vent are really quite nice. I mean, there's a few chips. But anyway, I want to work on this. I'm hoping maybe it'll clean up. And some, let's see, citric acid. We'll see if that doesn't do what I want it to do, then we will move on to, I was thinking maybe I'll zinc plate this. Of course, that'll be another video. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of fast. I like shorter videos. So first I pulled the generator off. Now I've already pulled my air tubes out because I wanted to save the mantles. The eccentric block out of there. Now I'm going to pull my cleaning rod out. There's that. Now, as you see right there, the little screw right there in the block. Now, this is a Canadian. This is my first Canadian model. I noticed this block is different on the Canadian. It's usually I use this tool on the Wichita models. That will not work on this one. So I'm pulling out my screw. The cage is kind of rusty, but I'm amazed how quickly how easily this is coming apart. I did pre-soak this with a little bit of WD-40. The nice thing about these 60s models is they're made of brass, so they come right apart most of the time. And then so that makes it kind of nice. Now what I want to do is grab this, put this underneath there. I'm actually getting ahead of myself by one step, but that's okay. Now the next thing I do is I like to loosen this nut up here. It's a 9/16 nut, and I just use I have an extra military, that's even coming off, a military wrench out of a 252 lantern. It works great for that. And see what that does is that loosens my cage up. Because I don't really want to scratch this paint down here. I want to keep this tank is pretty nice for 63. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to restore it. Or I'm not going to repaint this thing. So wow, that came right loose. Oh, there it is. Wow, that's amazing. See, there's my Canadian block with the nut on the bottom of it. Okay, oops, I had to stop there for a second. Okay, there's my block. You notice that's different than the American model. And my cage comes off just like that. It's actually fairly easy. As you can see, it has, I don't know how many years of bugs and stuff in it. But the only thing I have to do to remove that is, oh, that may or may not. Let's grab a different screwdriver for this. Let's see here. Maybe this one will work. What I got to do is just pull this screw out so I can get the collar off. Oh yeah, we got it off there. What I was going to do is clean this cage up and everything else just a little bit, not paint it. Okay, collar comes off just like that. There's the difference for guys that have 220Es. As you can see on the Canadian model, it's 220E, gives you a different generator number, T44. I still think that's the same one as you use on a Wichita lantern, and it tells you the model number. That's kind of cool on the Canadians. Other than that, now this may be a trick right here. Actually, let's take that off. One other thing, pop my pump out. There's a valve in the bottom of these. I have the tool for that, but if it's not leaking, I don't pull them out. God, that's even in good shape. So anyway, let's see if we can get this valve out. It's not really necessary because the tank really looks clean, but I'm going to try it. It wants to come out. I tell you what, this is an easier way to do this. I'm going to stick this in my vise upside down like that. Then if I arrange this right, hopefully you can still see that. Here, let me change that just a little bit. There we go. I might even just move you right over to here so you can see what's going on here. Okay. I've got my block, the lower valve block, I guess we'll call that, in here. And this, I'm going to klutz with this part of it here, the strap. Okay, here we go. See if we can get this out. If not, I don't want to bend the tank. Oh, look at that. It's coming right out. And away we go. There we go. And I'm just kind of curious whether the biggest reason for taking this off is see if this is different on the Canadian models, and that does not look different. Okay. Only thing I really need to do is polish up my tank a little bit. Check the inside. It's got a little bit of dirt in it. We'll clean that out. Take this off. Make sure of course this bushing doesn't leak. I usually just leave those alone. You can take it out if they're available. And there you go. There's the lower valve. And that's how you take apart a 220 lantern. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.